right, so wanted to run through a couple things. And this was all brought about by some rectal jester that showed up on my page the other night. Posted 8 times using, like text message speak. And was really upset when I banned him with a quip about, PMing me his address so I could send him a bag of cement to pour in his gaping mangina so he could harden up. The guy was really whiny. It was like listening to a 12-year-old girl, And 3 things I want to address here. First and foremost, when you write, is it really that hard to write using a complete sentence, a capital letter, ending punctuation, and actual fucking words? How fucking hard is that? Seriously, you got taught that shit in like 3rd grade. But a huge amount of Americans write like they're 12 years old. People wonder why they can't get a raise or a decent job, and it's because you write like a child. That's what employers see. And I'm watching our country spiral down the toilet bowl for numerous reasons. And, it's a symptom. I find it really, really annoying. Look, the occasional mistake on my page is fine. I get it. Your iPad doesn't work sometimes. Sometimes you hit the wrong key. I get it. But when you text, or rather, when you write using text speak like a 12-year-old, it just makes you look ignorant and low class. The next thing I wanted to bring up, this guy was apparently really upset that I banned him because he felt that I violated his First Amendment rights. Newsflash, dumbass. I'm not the fucking government. That page is my intellectual property. It's a lot like my living room. I started it as a joke for my friends, and a whole bunch of people showed up. I still find that absolutely ridiculous because I don't find myself that interesting or that fascinating, really. I just don't. And the fact that like thousands of people want to hear what I have to say is still just the dumbest shit I think I've ever seen. But, here's the deal. You don't have a right to show up on somebody else's page and talk shit. And I have the right to, if you annoy me, if I don't like you, if you talk shit, to instantly ban you and make fun of you. It's my fucking page. If you don't like it, don't come to my page. If you don't like it, make your own fucking page. It's really that simple. Look, if I show up in your living room, walk in the door and say, you're a punk-ass bitch, you have every right to exclude me from your property. Same concept. I don't have a duty to provide you with a forum on my page. That's what your own page is for. And guaranteed, these whiny little rectal jesters that do this, if I were to show up on their page and start talking shit, they'd be the first to block me because they'd be offended. And yet somehow they seem to think, for whatever reason, that somebody other than them is interested in their whiny little stupidity. 3rd topic. This guy showed up on another page related to mine, messaged them, said that it was cowardly that I had banned him, and then promptly blocked that page, which is kind of ironic. But here's the deal. Arguing on the internet isn't about courage, okay? Rolling at 100 miles an hour towards a fucking fight with weapons call, having no clue what you're going to roll into, takes a little bit of courage. Climbing into a Humvee in an active war zone and going out on patrol, that takes some courage. Running into a burning building. Okay, that takes a little bit of mental illness for you smoke sniffers, but yes, it takes some courage. Fighting cancer takes some courage. Leaving an abusive spouse takes some courage. Arguing on the internet does not take any courage. It takes fucking fingers. That's it. That's all you need to argue on the internet. It doesn't take any fucking courage. It takes fucking fingers. And the ability to pick. Seriously? There's nothing courageous about arguing on the internet. Nothing. You're sitting in your house, typing away in a little fucking box, thinking that somehow that makes you a badass. It doesn't. Look, and on a related note, throughout my adult life, I've had people threaten to kill me. Back in the day before Facebook, it was because I was the police and they didn't like what I was doing to them. Now, those guys, quite a few of them, actually were capable of pulling that shit off. 6'3" jailhouse-built thugs, who more often than not were armed. They still never did it. Some fucking fucktard sitting in his mom's basement in his underwear, threatening to kill me, really doesn't bother me that much. It's kind of laughable, actually. So, look, if you want to hang out on my page for whatever reason, I still don't get it. Write using proper English, full sentences, and actual fucking words. Write like an adult. It's not that hard. Don't be a whiny bitch. And, don't threaten to kill me. Because, really, that's just not that impressive to me. I know some of my fans are going to be a little shocked because, again, I'm really big on writing and presenting yourself appropriately in that forum. Those people that know me in real life know I'm a foul-mouthed motherfucker. It's just the way it is. That's an appropriate form of communication for me in person for the most part. Online, not so much. So, this is kind of the real me. It is what it is. And, it's not like I don't hide anything on my page. But seriously, guys, is it that hard to just be somewhat normal on Facebook? Really? Is it that difficult?